Is Armaf Beach Party a banger or not? So I bought Armaf Beach Party for one reason, and that's because I'm always on the lookout for new sort of tropical scents, and I would love to see more tropical scents released by more designer brands. But unfortunately, it's hard to find good tropical scents. By the notes, Armaf Beach Party looks interesting, so I'm hoping for the best. We have tropical fruits and grapefruit at the top, seawater and guava at the heart of it, and musky and woody notes at the base. So a quick one on the bottle. I do like the colors here. I do get a sort of summer happy kind of vibe, but the bottle, and especially this part, the cap, is absolutely horrible. I mean, what is this even supposed to be? So I paid about 45 bucks for 100 ml of Beach Party. So let's try it up in the air first. Okay, definitely fruity right away up in the air, and at least based on my first impressions of it, this is intensely fruity in the opening together with a bit of freshness. So like a mix of freshness and fruitiness, and I'm definitely getting a soft hint of sort of sweetness in the opening. But let's try it on skin as well. Okay, pretty much the same experience on skin as up in air. So on skin, at least based on my first impressions of it and these first few sprays, Armaf Beach Party comes across quite intensely fruity with a bit of sweetness and a bit of freshness. Definitely tropical, fruity right away. The fruitiness of it does give it quite a tropical vibe together with a bit of freshness. Not quite sure what to make out of the freshness it has. It's definitely a bit sort of a aquatic leaning, and I'm picking up on a bit of musk right in opening, even though it's listed as a base note. And I find that this has a soft hint of citrus in the opening. So the opening definitely fruity, intense with a bit of sweetness together with quite a prominent dose of sort of aquatic freshness with a hint of citrus in the background. And a bit of a sort of a fresh musk as well. The tropical fruits here is a bit weird. Definitely the guava. The rest of it almost feels like a mix of something sort of a peachy, a slight hint of mango. And when I think of it, I'm pretty sure that I don't have that many fragrances with guava in them. So the fruity side of Armaf Beach Party does have at least a little bit of uniqueness to it, but at the same time it really feels like a mix of different sort of tropical fruits. So this in a way sort of gives me the same kind of vibe as some of the fruity aspects of some of my other tropical scents without being exactly the same. After like 10 minutes, this pretty much smells like an extension of the opening. So this in the midst is still very much a mix of fruitiness, that sort of a tropical fruit mix, together with an aquatic kind of freshness, and the whole thing definitely has a bit of sweetness to it. There is one difference though, and that is a soft woodiness coming through sort of in the far mids. So this primarily in the mids, at least to my nose and at least based on this first impression, is very much an extension of the opening. So fruitiness together with a soft hint of sweetness. It's definitely quite prominently aquatic and with a bit of soft woodiness to it. The more Armaf Beach Party goes into the dry run, the more I feel it becomes a mix of that fruitiness. So this in the dry run is still quite intensely fruity. So you have that fruitiness together with quite a prominent dose of aquatic freshness. The freshness of it, however, has softened up a bit. The soft woodiness that I picked up on in the mids is slightly stronger in the dry run. However, it's still quite soft, and the musk that I picked up on in the opening feels a bit stronger in the dry run. So this in the dry run to me is primarily a mix of aquatic freshness that's prominent but softer than in the opening. It's still fruity, quite fruity, intense. It still has a bit of sweetness to it, and it's softly woody together with a bit of musk. And even though it has changed a bit, this is actually quite a linear scent. So even though I don't feel this is 100% a linear scent, I also feel that pretty much what I got in the opening is left in the dry run, even though some parts are stronger and some parts are a bit weaker. So what's the vibe? of Armaf Beach Party. This to me is definitely something that is sort of a happy fun in a summery way. There's nothing sort of classy about it. I don't think it's a sexy kind of scent, but this is definitely a happy summer vibes kind of scent. So here are my initial thoughts on compliments and mass appeal. This is very intensely fruity. So this in a way will be a bit sort of a polarizing, but I do feel once this reaches the dry down and where it's still sort of intensely fruity, but in a sort of a softer way, it definitely becomes more likable to more people. This kind of intense fruitiness is definitely not the most mass appealing kind of scent there is, but I also feel this is quite a likable scent. And I have a feeling this will smell even better on a warm summer day up in the air. So when it comes to performance, I really feel I gotta wear it more. However, when I spray it on, the opening through to the mids felt quite easily noticeable. However, when it dries down, it definitely becomes a lot softer. So opening and mids, definitely noticeable. However, the dry down, I'm gonna rate it maybe 5 or 6 out of 10. So definitely not overly strong. When it comes to usage, so like seasons and occasions, Beach Party is definitely a fragrance I feel leans more towards spring and summer with a focus on summer. It's basically an intensely fruity fresher. As for occasions, anything you do on a warm summer day. So who's Armaf Beach Party for? Let's make this super simple. If you usually enjoy intensely fruity fragrances with quite a prominent dose of freshness, then you'll most likely enjoy Beach Party. But, and I really do want to stress this part, this is quite intensely fruity, sort of a tropical mix fruity. And if you do not enjoy fragrances like that, then definitely stay away. But if you're a big fan of fruitiness and freshness, then you most likely find this to be an interesting one. However, fruity fragrances are so tricky in that you often like some but dislike some others. So if you can, try before you buy, just to make sure that this is the kind of fruitiness that you enjoy. When it comes to alternatives, I don't think I have something with exactly this kind of fruitiness. However, when we're talking about sort of a tropical sense, tropical fresh sense, then definitely make sure you check out the different Le Beau fragrances. I've talked so much about the Le Beau, so I'm not going to say that much more in this video, but I'm going to link to my best Le Beau for summer video above, so make sure you check that one out. These 3 are absolute bangers. 2 other fantastic sort of a tropical scents are Kenzo Homme, the EDT Intense and the EDT Marine. I've done a Kenzo comparison video. I'm gonna link to it above, so make sure you check that one out. I absolutely love these 2. So what are my final thoughts on Armaf Beach Party based on my first impressions of it? This is definitely mostly about an intense kind of fruitiness, sort of a tropical fruit mix, together with a sort of aquatic kind of freshness. You also get a bit of musk in the dry down. However, I do lack a bit of nuance here. So even though this is a mix of fruitiness, like a mix of tropical fruits with guava, I also feel this lacks something. It's also quite linear. So basically, and that can be a good thing or a bad thing, but basically what I'm getting in the opening is pretty much the same as in the dry down. And I do feel that this smells good, but it just lacks something. I don't find this to be an overly exciting kind of scent. So I like it, but it does blow me away. And even though it's unisex, I do feel it leans slightly feminine, so please be aware of that. So I really want to know how you feel about Armaf Beach Party. Do you think this is a fantastic fruity freshie, or do you absolutely hate it? Let me know in the comments. Please drop a like on this video. Thank you, I really do appreciate it. Make sure you hit that subscribe and make sure you check out my other videos over there, and I'll see you in the next one.